The parable of the weeds. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weed among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servant asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weed, you may root up the wheat that with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time, I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn." The parable of the weeds. The sower and the seed. The sower represents Jesus, and the good seed represents the children of the kingdom, of, or believers. The bad seed, or tares, weeds, represent children of the evil one, or those who do not believe. The enemy and the weeds. The enemy who sows the tares is identified as the devil. The field represents the world. The servants represent those who seek to root out evil, but they are instructed to wait. The the harvest represents the end of the age or the final judgment. The reapers are the angels who will carry out the judgment. Coexistence of good and evil. The parable highlights that in this world, both believers and non-believers live side by side. God's patience and judgment. God is patient and allows both to grow until the harvest, indicating that he has a plan and will ultimately judge justly. Discouragement of judgmentalism. The parable discourages believers from trying to judge and separate others, emphasizing that God is the ultimate judge. Importance of the waiting for God's timing. The parable teaches that God's timing is perfect and that believers should trust in the plan rather than trying to force judgment. The final judgment. The parable points to the final judgment where the wicked will be separated from the righteous. Matthew 13, verse 24 through 30. Amen.